dun, 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 dun. Hello everyone, hi St. James. Welcome today, and today we have a very special guest. His name begins with A, and he has some news for you. Doggy news, doggy news, doggy news, doggy news, doggy news. Doggy news today is brought to you by Arlo. Hey there, my name's Arlo, the new St. James School doggy. It's my first week on Doggy News, and so I am the news. Let me introduce myself. Where shall I start? Here are some things I love. Mr. Caldecott's shoes. They are great as a toy and also as a bed. But here's one of my actual beds. I also love that, of course. What's your favourite toy? Here are some of mine. And I have puppy homeschool too, where I learn to use my nose better, searching for hidden treats. And I just love to chew. The more expensive, the better. I wanted to chew the TV cables, but Mr. Caldecott wouldn't let me for some reason. No fair. And finally, here's one contraption that makes a lot of clatter. It seems to have food in it, but I haven't quite worked it out yet. Maybe a paw will do it. But anyway, that's me from Doggy News. I have lots of dreams for my future, like being a big strong doggy, a bit like this one. And I want to tell you, yes you, to keep dreaming for your future too. Woof woof for now. See you again soon. Doggy news, doggy news, doggy news. Ah, what a sweet little puppy. You're always welcome, Arlo. We might be seeing some more of him in future weeks. Why not send in your own animal photos to show him? He might include them in his next Doggy News video appearance. Arlo is just a little puppy, so everything's new to him. Have you ever been in a new place where you didn't know anyone? Or have you ever felt like you didn't belong somewhere? Have you even ever felt something really sad, like no one wanted to be your friend? That is so hard. Well, today's story is about someone who felt really sad because everyone didn't like him. Someone called Zacchaeus. But when Jesus comes, everything changes.
A taxman in a tree.
Jesus is coming! Jesus is coming! Come on everyone! Everyone's running to meet him! Well, almost everybody. For there was one man, one wee little man, who did not run to meet Jesus, and his name was Zacchaeus. I really want to see Jesus, but I am too short. And no one likes me. So you see, Zacchaeus was a tax collector, and he was very naughty and collected more taxes than he should have, and kept the extra for himself. Ooh, Jesus is here! Jesus is here in Jericho! Hooray! Yahoo! Well, that's some good news there. But Zacchaeus did not feel like cheering at all. I want to see Jesus. I really do. But how can I walk out there in front of all those people? I've cheated. And what will they do if they get hold of me? Then Zacchaeus had a big think. I'm thinking really hard. Ding! looks like an idea. I've got an idea. It's those trees over there, by the city gates. Tall, leafy trees. If I can sneak behind the crowd and climb one of those trees, I can see Jesus, and no one will see me. So off he went, out of his house and through the empty streets. And because the crowd was watching Jesus, he had no trouble at all slipping behind them and shimmying up a tree. Come eat at my house, Jesus. Come eat at my house.
No, come to my house.
No, my house is better. No, my house is better.
No, my house is the best of all.
Let's all have a tantrum. But all this time, there was one man, one wee little man, who kept his mouth shut and tried hard not to rustle the branches. Thank you very much. You're all very kind, but I've already decided where I will eat my dinner. Zacchaeus! Who, me? Zacchaeus! Me in the tree? Come down from there. I'm gonna come to your house for dinner tonight.
Zacchaeus.
Jesus is eating with Zacchaeus? Oh! But he's the worst man in town. There must be some mistake. Everyone was moaning and groaning. Except one man, one wee little man, Zacchaeus. He came down the tree and was just as shocked as everyone. Why would someone as good as Jesus want to eat with someone bad like me? I'm so happy. Happier than I've been in a long, long time. Now let's go and have some dinner.
Here's Zacchaeus' door. Jesus is eating with him in there.
What are they saying? What are they doing in there? Shh, shh, shh. He's coming out. He's coming out. He's coming out. Greetings, everyone. I have an announcement to make. I've been talking to my new friend, Jesus, and I realize there are a few things I need to change. I've cheated some of you. I admit that. And I want you to know that I am sorry. Wow. I'm shocked. I am so sorry, in fact, that I will pay you back 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, more than I stole from you. And what's more, I intend to sell half of what I own and give the money to the poor. They were very shocked. Never in their whole lives had they seen anyone change like that. They stood there with their mouths wide open. And nobody said a thing. Well, almost nobody. Don't you see? God has sent me to share his love with everyone. Even those who have done some very bad things in the past. That's what I have done. And now Zacchaeus loves God too, and his whole life's changed.
Hooray!
Amazing! Wahoo! Yahoo! I'm so happy.
The end.
Now there's a really deep point here. Do you ever feel sometimes that maybe when you've made a bad choice, and maybe if you get told off about something, I hate being told off, it makes me really sad. Do you ever feel so bad that you never want to even try to be good again? Well, here,
Jesus has the wonderful message that no matter how many times we've done something bad or made a bad choice, he can help us to turn everything round. He turns Zacchaeus from being weighed down with guilt to feeling hopeful about the future. Here's an important message. Don't let past failure stop you having big hopes for the future, because it doesn't need to. We can be freed from our past. And so now we have a special craft, inspired by prayer spaces, all about letting go of the past, called Fizzy Forgiveness. So for today's craft, which is Fizzy Forgiveness, we're going to make our own fizzy tablets. You need some vinegar, some water in a nice clear glass so you can see what's going on, a little teaspoon in a bowl, and some bicarbonate of soda. Look at that. You just need to get your bicarbonate soda. Very simply, just get about a nice heaped teaspoon, pop it in your bowl, maybe 2, depending how big you want to make your fizzy tablets. Yeah, let's do 2. Why not? We want big fizz, don't we? Then what you need to do, tap off your spoon, get any little bits off there. Then with the water, you need to not put too much water in because it absorbs the water a lot. But just take about a teaspoon of water, like that, plop it in. Then mix it around, just see if that forms anything. It looks like it needs a bit more. It's a bit like icing if you've done that before. It takes a lot to make a difference. A bit more. There we go. How's that going? After a while, once it starts to clump together a bit, we're going to try and make it into a ball. So you need to not add too much water because it'll be just really sloppy. But you need to add enough water for it to stick together. So just need a tiny bit more. So only add a tiny bit at a time. That's the trick to this. There we go. And that's probably enough. So I'm going to get my fingers stuck in now. Form this together into a nice clump. Look at that. It's a bit like a snowman or something. Could you make a snowman? I feel like I'm Elsa. Clump, 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 clump. Look at that massive fizzy forgiveness tablet. This is what we're going to dissolve to represent all the bad things that we worry about and feel bad about dissolving away, and those you maybe feel bad about in others dissolving away. There we go. You can make that whatever shape you can. Now we need to get our water ready. So put that to one side. Look at my fingers. They look like they've got all flour on them. So the water's about just over halfway full. And then if you get your vinegar, pour in about a quarter of the glass of vinegar. There we go. Looks tasty. Looks a bit like Coca-Cola or something. But it would actually be very disgusting. So now the acid of the vinegar is going to dissolve away the alkaline of the bicarbonate soda, and it's going to make loads of fizzy bubbles of carbon dioxide. And that's what fizzy forgiveness is. So let's do this. So now we have everything ready to do our fizzy prayers. So get your yummy vinegary water. Smell that vinegar. Remember, don't drink this, it's disgusting. And we've got our special fizzy tablet. So now, this is the prayer activity. So I want you to hold the fizzy tablet in your hand, just like this, and then use it to represent either something that you feel bad about, that you've done wrong in the past, maybe to hurt someone else, maybe someone in your family, maybe a friend. And that's going to be represented by this because it's going to dissolve away as we know that God forgives us. Or maybe it's something that you feel really bad about that someone else has done wrong to you. And you want that to represent that so you can let it dissolve away as you let go of it and give that person a second chance. So as you hold this, take a moment. You might want to close your eyes and think about what thing does it represent that you want to dissolve away. Then, as this represents this, we want it all to dissolve away with the vinegary water of God's love. Obviously, God's love is much more tasty than that. It's not like bad smelling, but it does dissolve away all bad stuff, either in us or in other people towards us. So let's put it in and see what happens. Oh, look at that. It's fizzing up. Oh, you hear that nice smell? Oh dear. Uh-oh. Ah! Oh no. It's overflowing. That's how much God's love is. It's frothing over. Look at that. It's so much God's love. It froths over like amazing fizzy forgiveness. If you want to make it even faster, put the spoon in, stir it up. It'll make it fizz up again. Look at that. And once you leave that a few more seconds, give it a stir if you want. Watch all that bad stuff dissolve away as you know God's forgiveness. That's what God helps us to do. Look, it's all gone. That's because God helps us let go of every bad thing in other people towards us so we can give them a second chance. And he helps us let go of every bad thing in ourselves so that we can have a second chance as well. So that's great. Please send us some pictures, especially if yours overflows like mine. That wasn't part of the plan. So thanks so much for joining us, everyone. And remember the big message here. Jesus helps us to keep going by helping us let go of past failures, past disappointments, when we've ever made a bad choice about anything. What this means is we can be free to have a hope-filled future. What do you hope for in the future? What do you dream about? I'll leave that one with you. But in the meantime, keep fizzing. Shh. Oh no, I'm dissolving.